Welcome to the Good Karma Sport Fishing Podcast. I'm your host, Captain Ryan Van Fleet. Okay, I want to talk about an event that occurred last Friday while I was wahoo fishing off of Tavernier. I had a couple clients fly in from Maryland. These guys had their own little plane. I think that's pretty badass, man. You got your own plane and you can fly in, and I just think that's the perfect scenario. I'm definitely afraid of heights, so I could never fly an airplane. And I don't think I would want to fly in a small plane, but kudos to the guys that have their own planes and they're adventurous and they can do that. It takes a different type of person, and I think that's pretty awesome. So they flew in on Thursday, and they jumped on the boat with me Friday morning, and the expectations were set before the charter. Okay, so right out of the chute, we went 1 for 2. We caught a nice wahoo, and we lost another one. Then I kind of changed it up a little bit to go look for some blackfins, but I didn't want to get too far from the reef because we were on a half day and the boys wanted to do some light tackle fishing. They just didn't want to troll around all day, and I don't blame them. When I go places, I want to do different things on a trip. So I said one of my best trips I ever had was when I was in Cancun fishing, and then we went out, we did a little mahi fishing, and then we went and did some wreck fishing, which was in my opinion that's the perfect charter. So, but some people like to troll around all day, and some people don't, so it just depends on what type of charter they want to get. Everybody's different, but these guys wanted to see a little bit of both. They wanted to get their hands on the rods and, catch some fish with the spinning gear, which is great. And plus they wanted to take a kind of a variety home to eat. So I said, okay, let's just fish through 11 o'clock and then we'll switch it up. Okay, so I hook a big wahoo. It was probably about, I don't know, it was sometime around 11. I hook a big wahoo, and the fish went ballistic, which happens, okay? And he jumped. When they jump, it's cool to see, but I don't like it. I have a lot of guys have never seen a wahoo jump, and I'm like, you guys fish wahoo and you've never seen a wahoo jump? You're missing out, man. I've seen the whites of their eyes. I've seen them dead stare me down, that's fishing, okay? So if you haven't seen that yet, I hope you do someday, which is worth putting away the high-speed rods to see, because it's epic, man. That's fishing. But everybody's different. Okay, so the fish is going ballistic. I think the hook slid down and got him in the side, or we tail hooked him, or something was just not right with him. But I seen him. It was definitely a big who. So I pull all the lines and say, well, we got to go chase him, which I don't like to do. But when I'm troll fishing, I like to let the client fight him, bring him to the boat. But in this case, we had to go chase the fish because there's a boat coming in from out of nowhere who seen me hook the fish. And I see the guy coming, and I was like, he's a local, okay? So this guy that I've seen, he's not a charter boat guy, but he's a local guy. He fishes all the time. Recreational guy, usually fishes by himself. There's a lot of guys that fish by themselves, that are locals. I myself included. So he must have seen the fish jump because he turned and he came right at me. And I told the guys not to worry. He's a local. He's going to give us space. So I got the blowhorn out and I started honking. And I was like, he's coming at me harder. And he's picked up speed. I sent one of the guys to the front and I said, yell as hard as you can. And I'm blowing the blowhorn. And the guy's getting closer. And the guy's not turning off. So what he's trying to do, he's trying to pick up my scraps. Bottom feeder. So the guy's obviously had a tough morning and hasn't caught anything. So he thought, usually wahoo travel in packs. If you see somebody hooks up, he was going to slide in behind me to see if he could pick one up. But we were waving at him, waving him down, and he wasn't turning off. Now, here's a scenario. When somebody's waving at you and honking at you, you need to turn off, okay? Because there might be somebody in the water. You may be doing a rescue, okay? that guy could have ran over that person. Seriously. Or there's something in the water that could like rip your prop apart and somebody's trying to help you out. I wish I could say that the guy turned off, waved at me, gave me the room, and I chased the fish down and we gaffed the fish and everybody was happy. But it didn't. The guy like kept coming at me, and cut the fish. So you're thinking, what did I do next? I didn't do anything. I took a deep breath and I gave the guys an extra hour and retied their lines and we went back to fishing. And we finished the day strong. We caught a pile of yellowtail. And I had one more big wahoo bite that didn't stick. And then that was it. We had a great day, man. Had a fun day. We laughed about it. And guys got to call the guys a couple choice words and they made up some scenarios until they told me that the crazy thing they told me about what happens when a guy poaches their deer hunting spots, or if they shoot a buck when they're not supposed to shoot a buck. And what these guys told me is that they put like dead animals in their like mailboxes up there, like roadkill. It's like some Godfather type of stuff. But I guess I want to leave it at this today is don't let people like that suck your energy while you're out on the water, because you're out there to have a good time, and there's always going to be some moron no matter where you're at. So it's best just to keep on doing your thing, forget about it, and let it go. That's all I got for today, guys. Have a good one. And remember, anytime you're fishing, it's all good.